When the U.S. last had full access to the Korean beef market in 2003, South Korea was our third largest trading partner. So what kind of impact can we expect this time around? We have more in this week's Market Watch.
Market Watch, brought to you by Fort Dodge Animal Health.
Joining us is Brett Stewart, Global Markets Analyst for CattleFax. Welcome back, Brett.
Great to be here, Susie.
It's always good to have you. You know, everyone's got to be excited about our entrance back into the Korean market. Can you review for us how much we actually exported there before the market closed?
Yeah, this is great news, Susie. Prior to BSE in 2003, we exported about 660 million pounds of beef to Korea, valued at over $814 million. And one thing that was really significant for us in Korea was that they are a key buyer of some of our underutilized cats.
So for cattlemen, this is a market that can actually add significant value per head. Is that correct?
That's correct. When we look at some of these underutilized cuts, back in 2003, for example, 50% of our shipments were short ribs, a cut that we don't use a lot domestically. When the Korean market is open, those short ribs are worth somewhere around $2.50 a pound. When the market's closed, they're worth right around $1.10 a pound. And so if we figure we have 10 pounds per head of short ribs, that works out to be about $15 a head that we can add in value to our cattle through this Korean market. Now that was just 50% of our export volume. If we look at the other 50% of cuts that were made up of skirt, brisket, intestine, some of these things, we can easily add another $10 to $15 a head, bringing a total of $30 a head, 25 to 30 in that range, of total value to our cattle when the Korean market is open.
Wow. So some people have questioned whether the Korean consumers will buy U.S. beef, but we have seen strong demand there just last summer, right?
Right. Last summer the Korean market was open to boneless U.S. beef, and it was open for about 4 or 5 months before they closed it upon finding bone chips. When that market was open, we saw the short rib price jump right back up to $2.50 a pound. We saw enormous demand for our product. We look at the Korean market, beef is very traditional, especially grain-fed beef. Some of the competing short ribs today in Korea are selling retail for upwards of $15 to $20 a pound. And so we look at that, we look at the change in the exchange rate. The Korean won has appreciated 22% since December 2003, which just further increases their buying power for our beef. So we're very excited when we look at the potential for Korea and U.S. beef.
Well, that is exciting news, Brett. Thank you, as always. Glad to have you here.
Great.
For more information on this topic and other industry analysis, you can visit cattlefax.com.